Is it me, or has my ankle been squeaking? You can hear it too, right? Must be the damn rotator again. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Directorate HQ before committing resources to search and rescue.
Subjects arrived 15 minutes early to avoid missing their tram.
Please mind the gaps. All of them.
1,027.5 hours late for your tram. Please be mindful of your departure in the future. Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives. Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden.
Multiple signs of habitation observed. Helpful tip. Agents are advised against touching stains of questionable origin.
Day 206. Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble. Voucher mech. Watching. Always watching. Many have left for Matriarch's mercy, seeking refuge with the Order. The fools. Can't they see the Order is no different from the Protectorate? The Order won't...
Incessant muttering to oneself may disturb fellow passengers. Further conduct violations may warrant notification of the Sentinels.
Try it, you doddering rattletrap! Such threats compel me no longer. I now answer to no one. I've seen through the lies of both sides. In time, everyone will.
Unwarranted optimism may be a sign of a more serious imbalance. Please see a curativist before boarding.
Lest you're bent on exploring, best we hoof it over to Matriarch's Mercy and meet with that abbot the Tsar mentioned.
With their unsatisfying antecedents. At the Order, the assistant, our predictions are both sufficient and necessary for your positive development. By our predictory today, where we will share with you our deductions and their contra-positive implications.
Somebody help us! Anybody, please! Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. Desperately. My family and I, we was making our way to the mercy camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son were injured. Can't move. Had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chased them off. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines and can get us to the camp. Please. Thank you. Thank you. This way. This way.
Yes, it is.
Let me know when you need it.
Need a hole to hide!
Not getting up without help, Commander. Knew you had my back. Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Hygienic products are solely intended for bathing use, not fermentation into inebriating intoxicants.
Make Pinnacle Meal Replacement Bars a complete part of your daily meals and of the planet. Designed for
Exponential increase in local population detected, and max occupancy exceeded. Non-essential persons should vacate.
Another refugee? Just a moment. Allowing anyone. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. Ah, I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. Welcome to Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid... I thought our seer, stay away from it, and, in all probability, only a fool ignores probability, and not at present, but according to our predictions, safety, that's enough. You need any...
I remember this place before the war. Functioning tramiculars. Peaceful silence of the canyons.
I can't recall the last time this region was silent.
Law. I haven't seen this many folks crammed together since recalled libations light at the thruster.
The schism between the Protectorate
Smells
and the
about
Order?
the same, too.
The Consul tried to kill presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar, but we saw that coming.
Broke my nose last scrap.
Keep your lamps lit. Wherever there's trouble, there's always opportunists willing to profit from it.
You got business? No? Move on. Reckon you at least know how to oil the gears of ingress. Likely you ain't some Protectorate or Order stoolie.
Hello, hello. You're the one that aided us in unveiling Sub Rosa of Agent Galloway is... Consequently, I'm pleased to present you purchase access to my fine wares. It's superb cover and... Myself, I enjoy the... Oh no, I'm not getting fooled on that again. There's always a convenience fee or some such applied after...
Greetings. Or you're dealing with more of a, oh, here sort of thing tends to cause friction between Nate. Half the we sit. Now, how can I help you exactly? Ugh, a tourist.
Look, your nose was just a stand-in for Duarte's nose.
Don't feel like no.
What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's mercy.
We're
is
not
no safer
going
than the
anywhere.
trenches.
Look on the not on the basis of some half-baked prediction. This so-called exclusion zone is where we stake our claim. Stand with me in defense of freedom.
Hello. Granted, I mostly skim the parts what don't cover probable. Suppose that means you're not a threat. All set. First time I... Just after lunch. Wind pick... Sure. Things like my co-occupant Ike had a POP... You'd... I don't...
$1,068.5 pardons, but I haven't any time for idle.
What is it? Oh, new arrival. Yes, infrastructure. Beyond me, tell me, what do you know of, you see, but the ever-disruptive voice, we don't know, the seer. Furthermore, we can't have the voice of the displaced sowing disorder. The displaced want the exclude. Feel free to speak with the voice of the displaced herself if you aren't already acquainted. Any questions before you get started? I can tell you she's a rabble-rouser of the highest order. Still, she cleaves to her principles. That's something. You can find her outside, among her people, stubbornly defying an order barricade. Novice Seer Vicarage should have ample time to illuminate you on the Order's forecast modeling methods. He's just down the room from here. According to predictions, yes. Or at least, my interpretation of them. Many people around camp support or object to our methods. Speak to them. Form your own opinion. And when you are ready, we will...
By the law. It's you.
Aren't you the eccentric sort?
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fit.
I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned encountering an unforeseen factor about now. I suppose that designates... Well then, I read that you'd have questions about our... We utilize a mix of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible. None of us predicted... The Department of Predictive Analysis provide... The Department of... After years, of course, predictions have grown unforeseen. But as we close in on solving the universal equation, Matriarch's mercy is why I, for instance, have availed. I share the very same engagement is admittedly rather low. One of our, if my own humble assertions are not true, regrettably, this is Matriarch's mercy. I foresee you have.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability? Logic, primarily. The study of correct reasoning, sequence, consequence relation. But I see by the glaze in your eyes that's of no interest to you, so let's move on. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge? Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse. Good intentions have led scienticians in the past to stray down paths most troubling. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the Enray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution. Besides the highly caustic Xeranium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay.
Fascinating. Your fear response must be suffering from some impairment.
A generous offer, my friend, but I don't think the agent is interested in exploratory surgeries at the moment. Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order, whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation. No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Anti's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would in choosing levity at a moment like this is only further...
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend, but the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence, but if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace. Most assuredly not. It would eliminate the entire point of the ceasefire. Please convey that fact to whomever you speak with.
And here I was under the impression that
That is correct, citizen. From one galaxy to the next, the Earth Directorate is on your side.
At any rate, I trust whatever's uncovered over the course of this investigation will serve as compensation enough. I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings. Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics. Yes.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers for their indispensable counsel. I myself would be lost without mine. Oh, indeed. I needn't educate you on what you can see with your very eyes. There is a great deal of pressure on me to navigate what is a rather novel situation. Without Wiley, I dare say our predicament here would be even more precarious. Many lives depend on him, on us both. Why, Matriarch's Mercy would not be the refuge it is without his predictions shepherding its development. Not if you consider the alternative. Its absence would be far more catastrophic for these poor refugees. Really, the Order is being quite charitable. That is a statue of the Matriarch, Alexandra Varick, Arcadia's founder and for whom the monastery was named after. Regrettably, Alexandra Monastery is closed to non-Order members at the moment, given recent troubles. But perhaps Seer Wiley can give us an estimation of its reopening.
Oh, certainly.
Good news indeed. Oh, you really must visit. The observatory is a true sight to behold.
You beheld that new rifle up at the monastery? The Oracle?
The one Wiley designed, right? Uses a tracking app. Don't bother conversating unless you're prepared to cite your sources.
Abundance of valid options for your next mission destination, Commander. In-ray range, Zeranium Manufactory,
Since
or
the schism,
Outpost Opportunity.
the Protectorate have rewritten history to exclude our teachings.
Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear. Yes, technically a hut is meant to be only one story. Because when you stack them, they tend to fall over. Happens a lot. Don't have proper building material or nothing. They just make do. Oh, you put that together, did you? Here, I thought I was being subtle. Maybe if we interspersed our requests with numbers, they'd pay attention. They're doing something.
Perfection now exists in sandwich form. Our scienticians have created the perfect BLT sandwich. It is balanced, layered, and tasteful. You may cease your search for complete lunchtime fulfillment, for it has arrived.
This unit is concerned for its well-being.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
Engage.
Factory 7 is presently under lockdown. Unauthorized entry is barred due to contrivance malfunction. Laboratory.
Are you somehow struggling with coherence? Zeranium Manufactory 7, presently and for an indeterminate time, is in lockdown. Wait, you have a writ? From the abbot? But we don't have any means of...
Yes, right over here. You're not getting down below until you talk to me. So, the abbot deigned to send... Interesting timing. May I see it then? The writ? I appreciate your obvious enthusiasm. The administration of justice is a topic I rarely find others willing to engage in. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route. But fair warning, I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's choice. One of our transport pods, filled with Zeranium, was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location. Though functionally correct, I assure you. The transport pod, to date, no one has ever misused them for this purpose. And we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing. Our suspect, one, though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not like an understandable... I admit I'm to a reason...
Consider finding a human companion if you seek conversation.
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flinders.
So, has it been classified as an accident? Or an attack?
What I'd like to know is why our illustrious seer provided zero warning beforehand. What are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate? Forgive me. All this business with the lockdown puts one on edge. Everything appeared routine at the time. We launched transport pods into space regularly. They get It wasn't until we heard the explosion that anyone knew anything. I ran a systems audit on the launch sequence afterwards. Just finished constructing a report on a transport pod full of Zeranium was fired from here at Outpost Opportunity. It's a terminal in... Regrettably, that...
Apologies, this unit's conversation module is functioning intermittently.
Proctor's a low-functioning functionary at best. I mean, just look at this mess. That explosion.
Well, running a manufactory must require extra... I'm not cleared to speak with random factors.
Probably.
facility immediately. Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this. You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast? I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something? I demand your unconditional surrender at... Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Emergency detoxification initiated. What's her name took over?
I'm not clear to speak with random factors.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. But I haven't even told you the worst part. How Alva took control. The subsequent, albeit strangely indirect, whatever for. I suppose some limited nosing about. I'll be in my office.
Apologies, but that automechanical's work is never concluded. This unit beautifully acknowledges your presence.
We're still in lockdown, so I take it you haven't shot the traitor yet. Failed to see the point.
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Varapin's calicity as slathering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Thing attacked. I shot it. There's goo all over the spot it emerged. Measure that, maybe.
Two exemplars, dead as Pythagoras. Please, don't take me on a tangent.
I have many solutions, but none for your problems, by the look of you.
Of course she's hiding something. You think those two exemplars just fell wrong? They're hardly prone to involuntary self-injury.
Investigator? May all your endeavors add to the equation.
A visitor? Who is it they're sending now? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane. And who is that you brought with you? A friend? Another Earth Directorate agent, I see.
Is she talking about me?
Oh, my! That Earth Directorate support mech is a design classic. All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. Oh, believe you me, I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me. I was apparently at the wrong point in space at the wrong... I'll tell you, I initiated a lock. Now, despite a long record of dedicated service, I hate to speak poorly. I assume she's acting as any functionary would, assigning blame to appear in control. Dear me, I wish I knew. Why, yes, I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act. Certainly, I'll appreciate your... May the plan favor us against long odds. Do so appreciate your help, dear.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
come here often. Goodbye. This unit,
Enjoy.
our banter.
Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too dissuaded by them, though.
Our Earth Directorate friend. Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away.
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here. And I have deemed it wise. Do not let my position fool you. All within the... I appreciate...
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you I'd say they... but listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched... But still, even the most junior science... As uranium, the overriding of the coordinates also deserves...
I can speak to the... All commands are...
I expect this uranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics.
I'll stay here.
Svoboda sure has it out for that initiate. Guess I would too if Alva had killed a bunch of my colleagues.
unit is in need of assistance. Resuming hostilities, entering a confrontational state.
Give the order and I'll take care of it, Commander.
Over here! Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is handy with doors? Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond. Strange question, but yes, all commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring. Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure, based on the sloppy state it was left in. I was in my cot. The door was creaky to open. Works in up. Well, careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
Alva's been here for how many years? I never noticed her. Just blended in with the scenery somehow.
Always account for standard deviation.
Something about that Alpha doesn't square. And she called me sad. I'm not sad. Just for the record.
Respecting one's elders is considered good manners in most colonies. Exceptions may be made for violent offenders.
Yes. Suppose you'll do. I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. Oh, what else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day? Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zeranium. Oh, well, I might have kept the item in question. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals. Tremendous. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
This unit is currently unavailable for meaningless interaction.
All your endeavors add to the equation.
May all your theories prove true.
Always account for standard deviation.
May all your endeavors elicit expected results.
May circumstances proceed toward intended...
Investigate.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
May the plan guide you.
Architect. I hope this is not. This is the order's architect. Architect. I hope this does not turn back into an active war.
My apologies. My work requires a rather high amount of focus, and as such, I'm unable to engage in idle chatter.
For committing that crime really worth squandering our goodwill.
No.
believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
If we factor the random...
The grand plan is the predetermined order to the entire universe.
Welcome back. Anything I can do to assist you? Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Rift worshippers spouting inane theories. They began showing up prior to the invasion. The first sign of dysfunction in the Protectorate. Always...
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
I predict, with an 8.23 margin of error, that our situation will improve in time.
Stop it with the predictions. You don't even know what counts.
To cheer you up.
Show your workers shove off.
Ruth Bassar is the first among equals of the Laureate Council. She will raise humanity to perfection.
My soup is nutritionally calculated to sustain all bodily functions, but it could use a little
By
salt.
calculating the position of every atom in the universe, we can predict the future, control reality, and ascend to a state of virtual godhood.
Go on. You take care now. You hear?
1 week prognostication from a seer. Absolutely free. You have nothing to lose and everything.
Friends, neighbors, while you shelter in matriarch's space.
Scienticians around the settlement inform me you've made some inquiries. Good. Have you spoken to... Well then, if you need me in the meantime, I'll be here. Good. As with probability, there is an art to meet. Besides, to put it... But with effort, patience, and collect...
Is a self-centered derivative take on the world.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Equation for day.
An ongoing prolongation of existence advisory remains in effect for all presently transiting the Golden Ridge region. Utmost caution is highly urged. Refugees and travelers report targeted ambushment by desperate pharmaceutical and chemically enhanced society.
stranger. The order bids you welcome, but also warnings. In light of the recent attack on Auntie's Choice, you may want to... I can't rightly say, and that is rather concerning in its own... Yes, this was an active war zone, and I'd surmise that they must have done something to provoke an... The Order well, not certain about that last one anymore. Cultists, mad to the last one. They're both excessive abusives. They've also been known to pose as refuge. The creatures are of the genus Varachnid. They're both... They've also been known to pose as...
May all your endeavors elicit expected results. Ready to waste
bones! Get Adrenalin time! Why delay?
This unit advises healing yourself. Now.
Trouble it is!
Requires resuming hostilities. to assist with agents' health needs.
Without my Adrenalin.
Below acceptable parameters.
Damn this dust! Stay back! Perhaps it was fate you met me here. I was injured attempting to scale that cliff face. See, I came if you're keen to help. One file's in a locker in the tram station. The other's in the mansion, in the late vigilance quarters. Simple to collect. Once you get past... Why? I was a close advice... Oh!
Best get Adrenalin time for it.
They owe me 5 stems!
Stretches are recommended before attempting any climb.
Alert. Hostiles.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander. Ready to wait. On your command.
Hostiles detected. Additional exertions may be required.
Until they
This encampment does not meet Earth Directorate standards of habitability and sanitation. Repair this unit and it will strive to perform better.
Look at a few course low, Commander.
Ignoring
Help, Commander.
Adrenalin? I can have it?
Yeah.
Need a hold tight.
Get my back.
Engaging Aesthetics Appreciation Protocol. What a lascivious domicile and/or indoor space.
guys get...
Standing by with life support.
Looks like the mansion's back up for grabs. Here's to the next residents being above felony.
There's a strange sort of humor in the onset of the first war in Arcadia's history, within a few days of the lady being assigned here. As far from protectorate society as possible, Golden Ridge suffers under an invading force, and moreover, it appears that our Order colleagues have betrayed us. At first, I lamented my isolation, but I've realized I was where I needed to be of service. The scores of abandoned subjects need a leader. I have enlisted the staff at these estates to help accept the first influx of still loyal Protectorate refugees. More shall come. I shall lead them out of the shadows and into the light. For the good of the Protectorate. This is my calling.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Fish.
The meaning of life is numeric, and we are the keepers of the equation.